Omaha, Nebraska, the state's largest city with approximately 486,051 residents, serves as a prime example for understanding municipal governance across Nebraska's urban centers, offering a detailed model of elected and non-elected positions that shape its vibrant community. This article focuses on Omaha while using it as a representative example for the state's city-level governance, highlighting administrative, legislative, judicial, and policy board roles, both governmental and non-governmental, including public and private entities. Elected positions, totaling 19, including the mayor and city council members, are filled through citywide or district elections every 4 years, such as the primary on April 1, 2025, and general on May 13, 2025, with eligibility requiring U.S. citizenship, 1-year residency in the city, and age 19 or older. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 32 to 602. These elected officials oversee non-elected staff, such as department directors appointed by the mayor, ensuring accountability across a $500 million municipal budget that funds services like public safety, infrastructure, and community programs. Judicial positions in Omaha, part of the 4th Judicial District within Douglas County, are appointed by the governor, but subject to retention elections every 6 years after an initial 3-year term, where voters cast a yes/no vote. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 24 to 801, Section 24 to 813, with a 99% retention rate in 2024. SupremeCourt.Nebraska.gov. Policy boards, both elected like the Omaha Public Schools Board and appointed like the Omaha Planning Board, alongside non-government boards such as the Greater Omaha Chamber of Commerce, influence local policy on education, transportation, and economic development. Omaha's governance structure integrates with the Omaha metropolitan area, which spans Douglas, Sarpy, and Washington counties in Nebraska, and Pottawatomie County in Iowa, with crossover responsibilities including joint emergency management with Douglas County and regional transit coordination with Sarpy County municipalities like Papillion and Bellevue. This article details each category, their responsibilities, public meeting schedules, and provides a general monthly calendar, using Omaha as a lens to reflect governance across the metro area. Administrative elected positions. Omaha's administrative elected positions, totaling 9, serve as the executive foundation of the city, overseeing critical services such as public safety, financial management, urban planning, and public records for its 486,051 residents. These roles are elected either citywide or by district for 4-year terms during odd-numbered election cycles, such as the 2025 cycle, operating under the strong mayor-city council system. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 14 to 101. The mayor, as the chief executive, appoints non-elected department directors and staff, including the city administrator and heads of departments like Public Works and Police, who manage a workforce of over 2,500 employees, ensuring alignment with the city's $500 million budget that supports extensive infrastructure projects, park maintenance, and emergency services. Public meetings for these positions vary, typically occurring monthly or as needed, and are open to the public under the Open Meetings Act, Nebraska Revised Statute Section 84 to 1407, with agendas posted online and live stream options to enhance accessibility, while the mayor's office coordinates with Douglas County on shared services like election management. Mayor acts as the chief executive of Omaha, tasked with proposing the annual $500 million budget, signing legislation into law, supervising a staff of 2,500 including department heads like the police chief and public works director, and appointing key officials to ensure efficient city operations. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 14 to 101. The mayor collaborates with Douglas County on regional emergency response plans and shares oversight of the Metropolitan Transit Board, which serves the broader metro area, but does not maintain a fixed public meeting schedule, relying instead on ad hoc town halls and community briefings announced via the website, mayor.cityofomaha.org. Public meetings. No scheduled public meetings. Ad hoc town halls and community briefings are held as needed at various locations, open to the public with details posted on mayor.cityofomaha.org. City Clerk. oversees city records, election administration, and administrative filings, managing a non-elected team of deputy clerks who process over 20,000 documents annually, including marriage licenses and voter registrations. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. This office works in tandem with the Douglas County Election Commissioner to ensure seamless voter registration and election integrity across the metro area. Public meetings lacks a fixed schedule, with ad hoc administrative hearings held as needed at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, cityclerk.cityofomaha.org. Open when announced with details shared online. City Treasurer manages revenue collection, financial reporting, and investment strategies, supervising a non-elected staff that handles the city's $500 million in taxes and fees annually. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The Treasurer collaborates with Douglas County Treasurer on shared tax collection systems, ensuring fiscal coordination. Public meetings features no fixed schedule, with ad hoc financial workshops conducted as required at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, citytreasurer.cityofomaha.org. Open sessions announced online. City Attorney provides legal counsel to city officials, prosecutes municipal ordinance violations, and oversees a non-elected team of deputy attorneys handling approximately 5,000 cases yearly. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. This office coordinates with the Douglas County Attorney on cases spanning city and county jurisdictions. Public meetings lacks a fixed schedule, with ad hoc legal briefings organized as needed at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, cityattorney.cityofomaha.org. Open forums announced via the website. City Prosecutor specializes in enforcing city ordinances, overseeing non-elected prosecutors who address violations like traffic offenses and zoning issues. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The prosecutor works with Douglas County Attorney on overlapping legal matters. Public meetings no fixed schedule, with ad hoc violation hearings held as needed at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, cityprosecutor.cityofomaha.org. Open when scheduled. City Engineer directs public works projects, including road construction and sewer maintenance, overseeing non-elected engineers who manage the city's 1,000 miles of streets. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The engineer collaborates with Douglas County Engineer on shared infrastructure projects. Public meetings lacks a fixed schedule, with ad hoc engineering forums held as needed at City Hall, 1819 Farnham Street, Omaha, publicworks.cityofomaha.org. Open and announced online. City Planner guides land use and development policies, overseeing non-elected planners who review 1,000 proposals annually. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The planner works with the Douglas County Planning Board on metro-wide zoning initiatives. Public meetings held monthly on the first Wednesday at 2 p.m. at the City Planning Office, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, planning.cityofomaha.org. Reoccurring open with comment. City Auditor conducts financial audits and reviews municipal expenditures, overseeing non-elected auditors who ensure fiscal accountability. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The auditor coordinates with Douglas County Auditor on joint financial oversight. Public meetings no fixed schedule, with ad hoc financial reviews held as needed at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, auditor.cityofomaha.org. Open and posted online. City Assessor evaluates property values for taxation, overseeing non-elected appraisers who assess a $20 billion portfolio. Nebraska Revised Statutes Section 14 to 101. The assessor aligns with Douglas County Assessor on shared valuation efforts. Public meetings features no fixed schedule, with ad hoc assessment hearings conducted as required at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha, assessor.cityofomaha.org. Open sessions announced online. Legislative positions. Omaha's legislative authority resides in the 7-member City Council, elected by district for 4-year terms in odd-numbered years like 2025, serving as the primary lawmaking body for the city under the strong mayor-city council system. These council members are responsible for passing ordinances, approving the $500 million budget that funds public services such as parks and police, and appointing non-elected department heads like the city administrator and directors of public works, police, and fire. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 14 to 101. The council ensures elected oversight of non-elected staff, with the city administrator supervising daily operations and coordinating with appointed directors to implement policies across Omaha's urban landscape. Public meetings are essential for transparency, held weekly to allow community input, and are accessible through live streaming and archived recordings, with crossover responsibilities shared with Douglas County through joint committees on transportation and public safety. Public meetings. The City Council meets weekly on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. in the Legislative Chambers at City Hall, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha. citycouncil.cityofomaha.org. These reoccurring meetings are open to the public, offering opportunities for comment during designated periods, with agendas posted 24 hours in advance and sessions live-streamed for broader access, while video archives are available online for later review. Judicial positions. Omaha's judicial positions, integrated with Douglas County's 4th Judicial District, include 30 judges, 18 district court judges, 7 county court judges, and 5 separate juvenile court judges, appointed by the governor with retention elections every 6 years after an initial 3-year term. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 24 to 801, Section 24 to 813. These judges oversee a network of non-elected court staff, including clerks, bailiffs, and administrative personnel, who manage daily court operations such as case filings, security, and record-keeping for approximately 50,000 cases annually. The district court handles felonies, civil cases exceeding a certain monetary threshold, and appeals from county court, while county court addresses misdemeanors, traffic violations, small claims, and preliminary hearings, and the juvenile court focuses on child welfare, delinquency, and family law cases. Retention elections involve a yes/no vote by city and county residents, with a 99% retention rate in 2024, supremecourt.nebraska.gov, reflecting public approval of judicial performance. Public policy meetings are not held. Instead, court proceedings are open for observation unless closed for sensitive cases like juvenile matters, with regional collaboration extending to Sarpy County for juvenile justice programs. Public meetings. No fixed policy meetings are scheduled. Court hearings occur daily from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Douglas County Courthouse, 1701, Farnham Street, Omaha, DC. for dc.com. These as-needed sessions are open to the public for observation, with daily schedules posted online, though access may be restricted for certain cases. Government policy boards, elected and appointed. Omaha's government policy boards include elected and appointed bodies addressing education, transportation, health, and urban planning, operating under the oversight of the City Council and Mayor. Nebraska Revised Statute Section 14 to 101. Elected boards are chosen by city voters or subdistrict residents, while appointed boards are selected by the mayor or council, with non-elected members supervised to align with city priorities. These boards influence local policies, manage significant budgets, and serve the city's diverse population, with public meetings scheduled to encourage community involvement, and crossover with Douglas County occurs through shared regional entities like the Omaha City/County Health Department. Elected government policy boards. Omaha Public Schools Board, 9 members, establishes educational policies for the city's public school system, serving 51,000 students across 93 schools and overseeing a $500 million budget that funds academic programs, special education, and extracurricular activities. OPS.org. Members are elected by subdistrict for 4-year terms. Public meetings. Held monthly on the second Monday at 6:30 p.m. at the Education Center, 3215, Cummings Street, Omaha. These reoccurring meetings are open to the public with opportunities for comment. Agendas are posted 24 hours in advance, and proceedings are live-streamed. Omaha Airport Authority Board, 5 members, manages Epley Airfield, serving 5 million passengers annually and overseeing a $50 million budget that supports airport expansion, security, and economic development. Flyoma.com. Members are elected by district for 6-year terms. Public meetings. Conducted monthly on the third Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. at 4501 Abbott Drive, Omaha. These reoccurring meetings are open to the public, with agendas posted online and opportunities for public input. Omaha Planning Board, 9 members advises on land use, zoning, and development, reviewing 1,000 proposals yearly in coordination with Douglas County Planning Board for metro-wide consistency. omahaplanning.org. Appointed by the mayor for 3-year terms, with non-elected planners overseen by the city planner. Public meetings. Held monthly on the first Wednesday at 2 p.m. at the City Planning Office, 1819, Farnham Street, Omaha. These reoccurring meetings are open to the public with a comment period. Non-elected government policy boards appointed. Omaha City/County Health Department Board, 9 members develops health policies in partnership with Douglas County, managing a $100 million budget that supports 15 clinics and 100 staff across the metro area. omahacsid.org. Appointed by the mayor for variable terms. Public meetings. Monthly on the first Tuesday at 3 p.m. at 1001 South 27th Street, Omaha. Reoccurring. Open to the public. Omaha Housing Authority Board, 7 members manages affordable housing for 10,000 residents, collaborating with Douglas County on regional housing initiatives. ofausing.org. Appointed by the mayor for 3-year terms. Public meetings. Monthly on the third Wednesday at 4 p.m. at 540 South 27th Street, Omaha. Reoccurring. Open with comment. Omaha Fire Board, 9 members oversees fire and emergency services, coordinating with Douglas County Sheriff on metro-wide response plans. fire.cityofomaha.org. Appointed by the mayor for variable terms. Public meetings. Quarterly on the second Thursday at 6 p.m. at 1516 South 37th Street, Omaha. Reoccurring. Open to the public. Non-government policy boards, public and private. Omaha's non-government policy boards include public-private partnerships and private organizations that influence local policy, often elected or appointed by members, with oversight from elected officials like the City Council. These boards focus on economic development, education, and community welfare, complementing government efforts, and collaborate with Douglas County boards on metro-wide issues like economic growth. Public policy boards, hybrid/public-private. Greater Omaha Chamber of Commerce Board, 30 members promotes business growth, advocating for 2,500 member companies, and hosting economic forums in partnership with Douglas County Economic Development. omahachamber.org. Elected by members for variable terms. Public meetings. Monthly board meetings are private, but public events like the annual Economic Forum occur as needed at the Chi Health Center, Omaha, with open portions. Omaha Community Foundation Board, 20 members funds community initiatives, distributing $10 million annually to 100 nonprofits, collaborating with Douglas County Community Foundation on regional grants. omahafoundation.org. Appointed by the board for 3-year terms. Public meetings. Quarterly meetings are private, but public grant forums occur as needed at 3555 Farnham Street, Omaha, with open sessions. Heartland 2050 Regional Planning Advisory Board, 15 members guides regional growth, collaborating with Sarpy County and Pottawatomie County, Iowa, on land use plans. mapacog.org. Appointed by the Metropolitan Area Planning Agency, MAPA, for variable terms. Public meetings. Held monthly on the third Thursday at 1:30 p.m. at 2222 Cummings Street, Omaha. Reoccurring. Open to the public. Private policy boards. Omaha Area Board of Realtors Board, 20 members shapes real estate policies, supporting 1,500 members with market trends in partnership with Sarpy County Realtors. omaharealtors.com. Elected by members for 1-year terms. Public meetings. Monthly meetings are private, but public seminars occur as needed in Omaha. Douglas County Historical Society Board, 10 members preserves local history, managing 5 historic sites with ties to Sarpy County heritage. douglascountyhistory.org. appointed by the board for variable terms. Public meetings, held quarterly, with open events at the Fort Omaha campus, Omaha, as needed. Non-elected positions and oversight. Omaha employs over 2,500 non-elected staff across 20 departments, ranging from city planners to firefighters, all overseen by elected officials to ensure alignment with municipal goals. cityofomaha.org. The mayor appoints the city administrator, a non-elected position that supervises department directors, such as the Public Works Director, who manages infrastructure teams, and the police chief, who oversees 1,000 officers handling 150,000 calls annually. Elected roles like the City Council appoint oversight committees, the city attorney appoints deputy attorneys for 5,000 cases, and the clerk appoints deputies for records management. Other non-elected positions include court staff like bailiffs, overseen by judicial officials, and administrative assistants appointed by department heads. This hierarchical structure ensures elected oversight, with the mayor and council approving budgets and appointments to maintain accountability. Omaha's governmental structure in relation to the metro area and crossover responsibilities. Omaha's governmental structure, classified as a metropolitan city, integrates with the Omaha metropolitan area, encompassing Douglas, Sarpy, and Washington counties in Nebraska, and Pottawatomie County in Iowa, with a combined population exceeding 1 million. The city operates under a strong mayor-city council system, sharing crossover responsibilities with Douglas County, such as joint emergency management through the Douglas County Emergency Management Agency and Public Health via the Omaha City/County Health Department, where the City Council and County Board collaborate on a $100 million budget for services like vaccinations and disaster response. With neighboring municipalities like Ralston and Valley in Douglas County, Gretna and Papillion in Sarpy County, and Bellevue in Sarpy, Omaha coordinates on regional transit through the Omaha Regional Metropolitan Transit Board, serving 20,000 daily riders across city and county lines, and on education equity via the Learning Community Coordinating Council, covering 90,000 students in Douglas and Sarpy counties. Collaborations with Sarpy County include joint economic development initiatives through the Greater Omaha Chamber of Commerce, advocating for 2,500 businesses across the metro area, and water management with the Papio Missouri River Natural Resources District, protecting shared watersheds. With Pottawatomie County in Iowa, the Omaha Airport Authority Board manages Epley Airfield, serving 5 million passengers from both states, and regional planning through Heartland 2050 addresses cross-border land use, highlighting Omaha's role as the metro hub where city officials like the mayor work with county and neighboring leaders to address common challenges like traffic congestion and economic growth. General schedule of public meetings for Omaha positions, 1st to 31st of a typical month. The general schedule of public meetings for Omaha positions applies to any month, outlining a structured yet flexible pattern for elected and policy board meetings, while administrative and judicial roles depend on ad hoc or as-needed sessions. The City Council convenes weekly on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. at 1819 Farnham Street, Omaha, providing a consistent platform for public input. Policy boards follow a regular cadence, with the Omaha Public Schools Board meeting monthly on the second Monday at 6:30 p.m. at 3215 Cumming Street, the Airport Authority Board on the third Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. at 4501 Abbott Drive, the Planning Board on the first Wednesday at 2 p.m. at 1819 Farnham Street, the Parks and Recreation Board on the second Thursday at 5 p.m. at 1819 Farnham Street, the City/County Health Department Board on the first Tuesday at 3 p.m. at 1001 South 27th Street, the Omaha Housing Authority Board on the third Wednesday at 4 p.m. at 540 South 27th Street, and the Omaha Fire Board on the second Thursday at 6 p.m. at 1516 South 37th Street, while judicial hearings occur daily from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1701 Farnham Street, Omaha, with special sessions or committee hearings scheduled as needed to address urgent matters. Administrative positions rely on ad hoc appearances, including safety briefings by the city attorney, community forums by the city prosecutor, taxpayer workshops by the city treasurer, property seminars by the city assessor, legal aid sessions by the city engineer, public works forums by the city planner, and court user meetings by the city auditor, occurring monthly, bi-weekly, quarterly, or as needed, with agendas posted 24 to 48 hours in advance per Nebraska Revised Statute Section 84 to 1407. Residents should consult official websites for precise dates and locations. Conclusion. Omaha, as Nebraska's largest city with 486,051 residents, exemplifies municipal governance in the Omaha metro area. With 92 elected positions, 9 administrative, 7 legislative, 30 judicial retention elected, 46 policy board, and over 2,500 non-elected staff, alongside 95 non-government board positions. The strong mayor-city council system, with the mayor and council overseeing appointees in a $500 million budget, integrates with Douglas County on shared services like emergency management and public health, and extends to Sarpy County through regional boards like the Learning Community Coordinating Council and Papio, Missouri NRD, while collaborating with Pottawatomie County, Iowa, on airport and planning initiatives via Heartland 2050. All municipalities share mayors and councils, but Omaha's urban scale supports additional roles like city prosecutor and city engineer, absent in smaller towns like Ralston or Valley due to limited budgets and demands. Administrative roles manage operations, legislative positions set policies, judicial roles handle cases with retention oversight, and policy boards address education and utilities, with public meetings weekly for the council and monthly for most others, ensuring transparency under the Open Meetings Act. This structure, mirrored across the metro area with adjustments for scale, fosters accountability and civic engagement, using Omaha's framework as a benchmark for the region.